Camelot 331 here. GameStop is ruthless. They don't give a damn about nobody. It's just like my ex-wife. Don't give a damn. Just leaving without saying goodbye. And why? I'm dying here. What's wrong with you? Stop, GameStop. You give me PTSD with everything you damn doing right now. Look, dude, this is weird to me because just last week I had a video and it's about how GameStop corporate field managers are begging employees to come back. They're like, please, God, don't leave me. It was like Rose when she was on the damn door and she's like, Jack, please don't ever let go. And then like now we're here this week and now Jack's like, ah, it's fine, I'm out. It's just like the scene where she lets his ass go immediately after saying it, which never made sense to me, damn it. James Cameron, what's wrong with you? But no, you're about to find out what I'm talking about, boys. It was the title. Come on, catch up. Now make sure you do me a favor though. Before we start this video, please like it. You've been slacking. I'm tired of you slacking, all right? This is my livelihood. This is all I got. Don't you understand? Apparently not, because I'm about to Cobain if you don't. This is called peer pressure. And make sure you share it with your friends. Let's jump right into this nonsense. All hail Edomite. So first things first, let's get a taste for this week's GameStop. It says, I left GameStop, but my husband still works there. He was promised a promotion to ASL, then they took it back. I can't believe it. He's one of the only competent employees at his store, and he regularly only gets one day off, if he's lucky. He works open to close as everyone else calls out or just doesn't show up. Also, the other employees call him no less than 10 times a day during his non-working hours to ask questions or discuss work-related things, and he makes less than $1 over minimum wage, which, by the way, you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to continue texting and calling people after work hours, but, you know, no company really follows through with that. They don't really care. It says he's been really grumpy because he's so overworked and worn out, and it's taking a toll on our whole family. This is just the last week. We all awoke sick as hell, and he was told he can't call out because there is no coverage, but everyone else can and does call out. He missed a planned family event last week because one of their employees no-showed. Then she tried to apologize for it today. I told him it's not worth it in any sense, but we need the money. Look, okay. One thing, first things first, she's like, it's taking a toll on our family. Girl, he's putting food on the table. That's first things first. Stop making it about you, damn you. Although I do agree with you that he should get the hell out of here. Okay, but you don't tell him, all right? This is a man's world. But look, dude, it is so hard. It is so hard when other people are calling out and you're the only one that feels like you do anything. I remember I didn't call out for 3 or 4 years at one point, and I got sick as hell and I had to take an entire week off. It was one of those sicknesses where you couldn't taste anything for a while, so I couldn't even eat ass and enjoy it. Or I could eat ass and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who it was. But my district manager called me and was cussing me out because I wasn't there. And now everybody else calls out. Why can't I, damn you? Why? It's almost like I should just promote myself to guest, because after 5 long-ass years, I made the hard decision to leave. As much as I love my staff, my regulars, and the gaming world as a whole, which has nothing to do with GameStop, keep that in mind, I couldn't keep putting myself through the BS. Stress of SL2 for sheet pay, benefits disappearing, and the company all around falling apart around me. Okay. Real quick, an SL2 is a store manager that is forced to manage 2 stores for almost no extra pay. 2 stores. They're basically like a small district manager, and yet they only get paid like $12 an hour. Not actually joking at all. That's very accurate. It's terrifying, to be fair, but GameStop knows that they can take advantage of people because people will just continue buying and investing in the stock price. Which is those people that invest in it don't even see the people that work there. They could give 2 shits. When the price goes up, they just say GameStop saved. They always jump in my comment section. Hey, Cole, you were wrong. And I'm like, no, the people are still upset. These people still exist. It doesn't matter about the arbitrary stock price. So I started a new job that I hope I can grow well in. And they were able to start me at the same pay I was at an SL2 as an ASM instead. Shocking, right? I think something a lot of people here don't talk about is the feeling of leaving here feels like breaking up from a toxic relationship. It really does. It feels heartbreaking at first. Not for me. I'll tell you that right now. I legitimately broke down and cried because I felt like I made the wrong decision. Since I've grown through GameStop so much, it's hard to think of myself doing anything else. But after working a couple shifts training for the new job, I realized that I'm so much better off. I feel like I'll be treated like a human being and not just a cog in the machine. Look, dude, there's a reason you probably wept when you left GameStop, because you think you're not a cog in the machine. Yeah, anywhere you go, you're going to be the cog. It's like, what place pays you the best for being the cog is kind of what we should look for. Like, no corporation cares. The only people that could possibly care is like a family-owned business that has like 3 employees. They might care. I wish I could have taken my whole staff with me too. They're great. And now they're being screwed by being put with a fairly new SL2 who's trying to make a bunch of changes for the worse, which always happens. My store is being split and repaired with another after all the work put into fixing the previous paired store. The company is just a shell of what it could have been after being rejuvenated by the stock. Screwing your employees to the point where they'd rather hang themselves in the store than try to meet your quotas really says everything. Damn! To anyone still working there, get out while you can. Take a small hour or pay cut if you have to. Do what you can to pay bills. Please pull the plug on the company. They're not worth saving. Everyone above the store level knows the ship is sinking. That's why they're so focused on short-term profits over actually helping their employees run stores. Dude, it's like I'm writing this shit. Since helping the employee is proven to improve turnover, happiness within the position, and long-term stability and growth, they'd rather cash out while they can. That's literally what's going on. That is 100% what's going on. They got the golden parachute, boys. The golden parachute, and they're about to fly the hell out of here. And they're relying on all these dumbass people that watched the movie about GameStop. And they're like, oh, it's going to go to $1 million a share. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? Buy Shiba instead. But where does that bring us, guys? Information dissemination time. And this goes with the entire theme of the video today. It says, fellow employees, is it just me, or does anyone else find their new information faster on here than from their actual upper management? Pretty sure it shouldn't be this way. Welcome to GameStop, everyone. This is how it's always been. You didn't know anything until it was happening. No one told you. It was like you were a little kid and there was some kind of attack on the country and no one told you because they didn't think you could handle it. No, stop protecting my ass. No, the GameStop, I don't know why GameStop field management just doesn't tell anybody anything. It's the wildest thing in the world. And to be fair, none of the field management are generally ever good managers. They're pulled from other companies through an old MIT manager and training program. And they were all terrible. 95% of district managers at GameStop were old dudes that didn't play video games and came from like a Foot Locker or something. But where does that bring us? Store was closed down. People are like waiting outside, showing up for their shift. Stores are closing down. What do I mean by that? Check this out. It says right here, the restaurant, this is like an email or something, or notification to the employees. The restaurant will be located at 6610 Niagara Falls Boulevard at Esporta Plaza near the I-190. Standing there now is a GameStop store, which will be demolished. Chick-fil-A will construct a 5,000-foot square building with about 50 parking spaces. In the same plaza are Starbucks, Los Nelblar, Photo Spot, and Esporta Gym. Chick-fil-A locations are also in works with Eastgate Plaza. So right here, guys, you get what's going on. It says standing there right now, by the way, right now is a GameStop store. Shocking, right? Shocking. The employees are the last to know that their store is closing and they got to leave. They found out from the landlord. Landlords are showing up and kicking employees out of the store, which just last week we were talking about a story where employees were being begged to stay. So on one hand, GameStop will not even tell you and just let somebody else do the dirty work, but they'll also beg you to stay in the stores. My store was given a 2 weeks notice and it wasn't even GameStop that told us. It was the landlord. 19 years ago, the mall manager walked to our store May 23rd and said, "I'm surprised you guys haven't started packing up." We asked why. He said, "Your lease is up at the end of the month and GameStop chose not to renew." They didn't tell you? We called the manager who called the DSL. DSL said, "There must be some mistake and to sit tight." He was across the city, but we'll get it straightened out and head our way. Dude arrived an hour and a half later with a manager trainee in tow, cut us a week's severance per year with the company and told us we're being laid off. When we asked about working at nearby stores, he said he'd look into it. Shocking, right? When I called a store I used to pick up hours at and asked, the manager said, "Hell yeah, I'd love to have you. Let me call the DSL and find out." Didn't hear back for 3 days. Called him up and he told me that word had come down that none of us are to be rehired. Shocking. Shocking. This is the story, guys. They're ruthless. It's either A, they're going to let somebody else fire you like a landlord. He not even work for this guy. Or B, they're going to beg you to stay if it's in a store they think could be profitable. Ignore the stock price for a moment and actually look at the people that work in these stores. These are the people who are important. These are the people you should listen to, not a random billionaire who is apparently the good guy, the good billionaire, by the way, not the bad ones. It's a good billionaire this time. That's definitely not sucking the company dry. Definitely was never under investigation after his partner jumped out of a damn building, Bed Bath & Beyond, after it went bankrupt. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. People are insane. Insane. And I'm sure they're in the comment section right now. So do me a favor. Combat them. Join the comments down below. Tell your story. No matter what it is or where you work, like the video, share it with your boys, and get the hell on it, doggone it. Bye. Yeah, it's my ear scratcher. I'm running out of ideas.